Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
Turn it up.
What you're about to hear may cause your speakers to explode.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the field.
Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse and to another episode of the Warehouse Acid Test. Angie Moon is here, and today we are going to take a look at the 60s instrumental band, The Shadows. We're just here talking music. It's Sunday. Let's do it.
Grant is trying to change the world one track at a time. Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the field.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning. It's not Sunday morning in the UK. Angie Moon is here. We are ready to talk some Shadows. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Angie, how are you? What's going on? What's new with you?
Doing well. So making some progress on the book, and then I have some blog posts, and then I have shout out to Tim Derling for sending me a copy of The Sound That Haunts You. That'll be my next review for the blog. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Here it wasn't Thanksgiving at all, so it was just an ordinary day for me. But yeah, I mean, I guess because everything's so Americano-centric, I decided to shake things up a bit, and we're going to go back to the UK this time with Britain's answer to The Ventures, The Shadows. But they were really out at the same time, so yeah. I don't know if they were really responses to each other. They were just contemporaries. But these guys started off as Cliff Richard's backing band, and they were like some of the OGs of British rock stars. Like, a lot of Americans will think that British rock and roll began with the Beatles, but that's absolutely not true. I mean, you had the Tornadoes with Telstar, then you had the Shadows, you had Cliff Richard, Marty Wilde, Dickie Pride, Billy Fury, guys like that. Lonnie Donegan, can't forget the Skiffle guys. But yeah, this is a really great instrumental rock band. Wish they'd toured with the Ventures, honestly. What a lost opportunity that was. Like, that could have been incredible just to see both of them sharing a stage.
Yeah, when you look at this band, you hear a lot of, this band was very influential because don't forget that, of course, they were back before the Beatles were around. And for a lot of the guitar players at the time, like Brian May, Clapton, Mark Knopfler, really Mark Knopfler, he really was influenced by the Shadows.
Everybody likes Hank Marvin. It's just like Paul McCartney even dressed up as him for one of his music videos. Coming Up was the one where he dressed up like Hank Marvin. He also dressed up as Ron Mail from Sparks. And the Shadows are just super important. Like, if you're a British boomer, this was how you got into rock and roll.
Hank Marvin was like the original rock star. I mean, he was just idolized. But they were
like Buddy Holly.
He looked like Buddy Holly. That might have had something to do with it because a lot of these other bands were. Beatles have always said how influenced they were by Buddy Holly and all that. So, hey, it is what it is. Like,
he got the Stratocaster because of Buddy Holly. And in the UK in the early 60s, it was very hard to get a hold of Gibsons and Fenders because there was a whole kind of trade embargo with the US on guitars. So they were getting all their guitars from Europe. So it was a big deal to have a Fender or a Gibson. That was a huge deal in the UK. That was a status symbol in the early 60s.
There's this video out there. You can go and look for it, but it's got Mark Knopfler looking at he has a red Fender Strat. I think it's a 63 maybe? But it's that same color. And he's just, he was just marveled by Hank Marvin and, had that red guitar and stuff. So when these guys were kids and stuff, it was influential. So, I don't know. I love all this stuff. We are going to play. Angie, of course, picked all the tracks today. We are going to start out with everybody. We're going to play Apache. Now, you probably
everyone knows
this
this
track.
one. And it's because of hip hop. It was used as a hip hop sample. So yeah, in a way, British people had a role in hip hop early on with this one. So Apache, this is a Shadow song. This is a song that you may not have heard their version. Burt Whedon also did it. So Burt Whedon was the guy who did those play in a day kind of guitar instruction books. So a lot of boomer British rock stars definitely read those Burt Whedon books. Apache's just was a big hit in the UK, not so much in the US, but the Ventures have covered it. Obviously, this is the best version, the Shadows here. And a decade later, the Incredible Bongo Band did kind of a bongo version of it. That ended up getting sampled by Sugar Hill Gang for their song Rapper's Delight. So you'll definitely know this one.
Yeah, a lot of the surf bands in the 60s in the States would cover this. So All right, let's
Yeah,
just
this is a
get to
British
it.
composition. This was written by Jerry Lorden, so this is not American at all. It was very inspired by cowboy movies.
And I can't remember, did the Ventures probably did a version of
Yes,
this on one of their
they did.
records? They did a version, but this is the ultimate version. All right, here we go.
is
From
it.
1960, Apache. Let us know what you think, everybody. George, yes.
Looks like the Atlantis. They're great. Yes, the clean guitar tone is great.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
I love it.
Worldwide Ghosts. All right, everybody. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I know it's early, but you know,
You're
come
being
on.
rewarded here. It's the Shadows.
And Webb was mentioning coffee. Webb, can you take care? Can you do me a favor and run back real quick and get everybody a coffee for everybody
Oh, I
in the
need
chat?
one. Yeah.
Angie needs one too. If you could, if you could just be a dear and just go back and do that, that'd be great. Anyway, that is a classic. What a way to start out the show.
I see someone talking about the Surfragettes in the chat. They're great. Yes, they're amazing.
I'm going to see
Yes.
them. I'm going to see them soon on the Little Stevens Underground Garage Tour. They're going to play on the cruise.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
There's all kinds of great people playing on that. The Sonics are going to be on the cruise. You're going to have Chris
that's fun.
Stamey and Peter Holsapple's going to be on the cruise. So hopefully they'll be doing like DB stuff. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of great stuff on that cruise. I swear to God. The thing is about these cruises, because I always go on the 80s cruise, the thing is that you get a conglomeration of all these different bands that you may never normally see. Like on the 80s cruise, because we're in international waters, so you had like just different band. You know, Adam Ant played. You had who else? Geez, I can't think of everybody right now. But I've seen so many different people that they're playing in international waters, and then it's like a tax write-off. I mean, they're not charged taxes or anything. So that's why you get to see a lot of different bands and stuff. So anyway, Yvonne's here. Is Tia here? Where's she at? There she is. Tia, how's it going? Nice to see you. Everybody's here. All right. Well, here we go. We're only 10 minutes in. What's our next track, Angie?
So, Man of Mystery, their next top 10 hit. This reached number 5. It wasn't number 1 like the last one. It's hard to follow Apache, but another good one. And then after that, we'll play the B-side, The Stranger.
All right, here we go. This, like you said, 1960. Here we go. Man of Mystery. Let's go.
Like, can you imagine this is the same decade as, like, Whole Lot of Love? Like, that's crazy. That's how we ended with this.
Well, things really moved fast then.
Yeah. Fun fact, the Beatles had an instrumental early on called Cry for a Shadow. That one's a great one.
Now that was shredding, everybody.
I had to talk about the Beatles because the anthology's out. Anyone watch the anthology? I don't have Disney Plus, so I didn't watch it, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, the wizard is here. There you go. These songs just zip. These songs just zip right by. What a great track
for you.
Angie, this track though, when I hear it, it almost is right up there with Apache though. I think
It's
as
really
being
good.
iconic and one of those Shadows tracks. It just kind of goes hand in hand with Apache. Great, love it. So you said The Stranger. We're going to play The Stranger, and that's the B-side of Man of Mystery. So
Yeah. Like,
now
I just
this
love
didn't
that.
chart, but I think Man of Mystery got up in the UK. I think it got up to number 5.
5, yep.
And was certified silver. Stranger didn't do anything, but let's play The Stranger. We got a lot of tracks today, so let's keep this dog moving. The Stranger. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to change the song. Damn it. Yeah, they all look the same.
No picture sleeves here. I can definitely see how this is influential to Mercy Beat.
I don't think so at all.
No, Americans didn't know about this. They had the Ventures. Like, it was going to be hard to beat them. I thought Cliff didn't make it in the US. I think the only way he might have had an American following is because Elvis toured the UK, Cliff would have opened for Elvis, and then that would have gotten, Elvis dancing with Cliff, and then Cliff would have gone to the US. Oh yeah, if you're not listening to the Shadows, you're missing out. Like, I like their early stuff. Like when they had Jet Harris, Tony Meehan.
The thing, a lot of these came off of, I was trying to find, because I don't have that much Shadow stuff. I had Venture stuff. But if you're looking for like a comp, if you like physical media and you're looking just like a comp, just a good sounding CD that's not futzed with, that's not brick walled, that's just like this came off of this. So this is Shadows Are Go. This is like a reissue. What is this on? Scamp or something? Yeah, Scamp. This absolutely sounds absolutely stunning sound quality wise. It's all in stereo. And man, the thing that I really like about this is that this stuff was really recorded well. Everything sounds really great. God.
Nori Paramore's production's really good.
It's
like,
really
especially
good.
on Wonderful Land. Wonderful Land. Wait for that one. That one's one of the most beautiful instrumentals I've ever heard.
Edgo, the great track. Hank Marvin is not well known in the U.S. He is superb guitarist, still going at 84. He inspired me to learn to play like him. Yes, excellent. Yvonne says, one of my old-time friends that's 20 years older than me was in a Shadows tribute group. He still loves them and is so good on guitar. How wonderful. That's awesome, Yvonne. All right, Angie, what do we have up next? FBI.
FBI, their next hit single, so that reached number 6 on the charts.
All right, let's do it. FBI, ladies and gentlemen, let us
This
know
is
what
now
you think.
1961.
Let's see, how did this fare? This was the B-side to Midnight. Peaked at number 6.
I think it was the A-side, yeah. I think it was the A-side to Midnight.
Maybe it was the A-side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Midnight was the B-side. I don't know. Who knows? All right,
Midnight
FBI.
was the B-side, yeah.
Yeah, God, it's complicated. All right, here we go.
I can definitely hear a bit of Dwayne Eddy in this.
Very Dwayne Eddy. So, Al, what tracks did Hank Marvin play on Back to the Egg? That's like one of my all-time favorite Wings albums too. Back to the Egg needs to get more love. I don't know why it kind of got. I don't know. I think it's a great record. Fender and Vox, what a great iconic combo. And what's even better is I'm going to go geeky here, but a Fender Strat with flat wound strings. Like if you listen to like Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle, he's got flats on that Strat. It's got a great tone. If you listen to Nowhere Man, the guitar solo on Nowhere Man is a Strat, but they ran the Strat through like 2 different compressors, so it's really, there's something about the sound of flat wounds on a Strat. I swear to God, it sounds incredible. Kyle, where have you been? You're late. I appreciate everybody coming though. I can't see your star on top of your Christmas tree behind you. Well, there is no star. Uh-oh. Every time I do that, the monitor cuts out. It's one of those aluminum trees. I don't know how I'm going to put the star on there. It would cause the tree to fall over. I think FBI was in the Complete Beatles.
Wouldn't surprise me if the Beatles have covered a...
You mean the documentary, The Complete Beatles?
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if the Beatles covered any Shadow stuff. I know they liked it well enough, I think.
They liked it, but I don't... Yeah, Angie, I don't remember them.
They were more focused on originals. I mean, occasionally they did some covers, but that was very early on.
Okay.
It was more
Hank
like...
played on Rockestra and So Glad to...
Rockestra's good.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
All right, cool. Shag. I'm not even going to pronounce it. What are we listening to, Andy? You pronounce that.
Shadoogie.
Shadoogie?
Yeah, Shadow's Bogey, I guess.
Jesus. Yeah, this is like off their first album. So,
they did some wordplay on this one. They have one that's Marvin spelled backwards. They have a track called that.
It's just crazy stuff. Let's play it. Let us know what you think. This is all great stuff, man. All I can say is it's wonderful. Listen to it.
The other thing I can't get over is how young everyone is there. Like, Willie Neal is the youngest.
Oh, they're just kids.
Yeah, he was really young. Like, he left the group when he was 18. Like, that's how young he was playing all these songs.
The documentary, all right. Man, I haven't seen Complete Beatles in years.
Any of these majority instrumental bands, you really can't go wrong with them. Kind of like when I put Masayoshi Takanaka on shuffle, or Cassiopeia on shuffle. I just love it. Yes, great instrumental.
Yeah, Jukebox, that's a good point.
That's a good one. Another Shadow.
Listen to that guitar, though. It's so raw. Smoking drummer. Yes. These guys were all real good players. Thumbs up this video. Zeb is right, everybody. Please leave a thumbs up. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We will be back for more shows. Yes. I think Hank used a Watkins copycat for tape delay, if I'm remembering correctly. So that was kind of like a Echoplex, I'm assuming.
Sounds right, yeah.
Sounds right, because there's a little bit of like that slap back on there. Phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal. What do we have next? We've got something.
You and My Drums. Yes, You and My Drums.
You and My Drums.
This just sounds like a Sandy Nelson instrumental title. I like it.
It's around the same time.
Yeah.
Are the members of the Stooges still going? I don't know. I believe so.
Yeah. Jet Harris is dead. Tony Meehan's dead. Hank Marvin's still alive, but he's in Australia.
But they're kind of around, but not really. Hank's around.
I mean, they're at the age where they should be retired. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So okay, so See You in My Drums. All right, here we go. Exactly, Kyle. Mm-hmm. Listen to it. It's like he doesn't have his snares on his snare.
Yes, Mike Oldfield is a huge Shadows fan. He covered Wonderful Land on QE2. And I talk about it in one of my recent blog posts about 80s instrumentals. So check that out.
You think that's what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that's. I would say that. Yes, I would agree with that.
Sweden had the Sputnik, and then Australia had the Atlantis.
DC, you're late. Yep. That's why everybody wanted a red Strat back in the UK because of Hank Marvin, because he was such a big influence. Burns actually made some cool ass guitars. I always wanted a Burns double 612 string. You know, I remember they always had the on those Burns guitars, Wild Dog sound. That's why I wanted one, because I wanted a guitar that had Wild Dog sound. DC's up very late reading. Of course you were. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. What else we got? We have the Frightened City.
Singles. Yeah, that's another hit single from them, and that one was number 3. Peaked at number 3.
1961. We're moving right along, everybody. Now, in the U.S., they did get a couple of album releases. So this was released. Actually, it's a 1961 track, but in 1963 it got released on Surfing with the Shadows, and they were signed to Atlantic. So I threw that in there. Angie, I never thought that really any of this stuff came out in the USA because I've never seen this record. And I was just kind of surprised. So I thought I'd throw this up here. But they did get released here in the United States.
Had their import section. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody somehow got a hold of it. And what a treat they got.
All right. The Frightened City, let us know. Here we go. Really? Your mom dated Tony? Oh, wow. We need you on this. We need your mom on the show.
Yeah. This is very spaghetti western. Funny about this track is how hard Hank is picking. I mean, he's really coming down hard on those strings, and it just sounds almost like a percussive instrument. I only own the Shadows Platinum Collection 2 CD DVD, but it covers about everything. Yeah, well, it might be all you need. I mean, if you go and you get on Discogs and they have quite a catalog. I mean, they break up, 68, I think? And I do think they got back together. I think they disbanded in 68 and reunited several times through the 2000s. But, man, they do have quite a catalog, so that might be all you would need. I don't know. All right, let's see. We've got The Rumble next, and that's the first track from Out of the Shadows, their album from 1962. So we're going forward another year.
Yeah, and they also put this on Surfing with the Shadows. Let's play it. The Rumble. All right. Yeah. Yvonne says, plans for any Christmas music show in December, Grant. Yvonne, I've got Annie T lined up when we will be doing it. I think it's the 21st. So that'll be the listening party. So it'll be that Sunday prior to the Christmas holiday. So Annie T will be here co-hosting, and hopefully she dresses up. Obviously, she dressed up for Halloween, so we need her dressed up for Christmas. So that will be coming up, and she will be submitting her songs. And, you know, normally when we do it, we usually do like a lounge where it's all lounge music, but I think we're going to open it up. I don't think it's going to be a loungy Christmas. There'll be some lounge music, but there'll be, you know, different things. So yeah, well, we're not. Everybody was mentioning how much there was supposed to be like snow coming in and everything. All we got here is rain. No snow here. So DC, where you are, snow. What weather are you getting in where you're at? Just play Backdoor Santa. Oh, Webb. All right, cool. Anyway, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We had up to 70 people watching there for a while. That's a good sign, Angie. That's a good sign. We keep getting more people every week. Anyway, let's keep going. That was the Rumble. What are we playing next? Okay. Wonderful Land. This is my favorite Ventures. This is my favorite Shadows song of all time.
It's the best. Like, this one is amazing.
This is the best. In fact, for the listening party tonight, I'm going to play it again. Anyway, let's play Wonderful.
If you thought that they topped Apache with this one, like, that is such an accomplishment. This is just really good. It's so good that Mike Oldfield covered it.
So we're in 1962. This was a single as well. This got up to #1 for 8 weeks, certified silver. So you've got orchestration in here. This whole riff, this opening riff, I could listen to it over and over again. All right, kids, let's go. Wonderful. I can listen over and over again.
Oh, there's a rainbow outside just as I'm looking out the window. Good sign.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of snow in Cleveland. Yeah, we just have rain here, Ken.
Oh, my home state, Illinois. That was the last one.
So you can hear that echo on the guitar. That is my favorite. I love that track. God, 1962. We're still pre-Beatles, man. Beatles hadn't had a hit yet. We got a ton of. Oh, I know. You always get tons of lake effect snow. Thanks, Lake Erie. Yeah, it's terrible. It's very seldom snow. Michigan. It's very seldom we have snow on the west coast of Norway. where Zeb lives. All right.
Yeah, there's the Gulf Stream or whatever that makes it warmer. Like we're as far north as Newfoundland, and it doesn't really get much snow here.
Yeah. But what's the temperature there today?
Let me see. It is 7 degrees Celsius.
So 7 degrees Celsius would be what
40
in Fahrenheit?
40 something Fahrenheit?
Yeah,
maybe?
sounds
I don't
right.
know. I'm not sure.
You've totally converted.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't tell you what freedom units
I
are.
don't
I'm
know
like, freedom units? I don't know what it is in freedom units.
That period just before the Beatles hit had lots of great stuff to explore. 100%.
Yeah, it's overlooked. Like the early 60s. Lots of great stuff.
The Wizard, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't know the Shadows other than Apache. Well, then, good thing you're attending today's show, Wizard. There's plenty to learn. All right. Wonderful Land. Let's see. What's our next track? We've got... Okay.
1861.
So we're back to Surfing with the Shadows. Now, this is basically a comp that they did in the United States, but I know they're capitalizing on all the surf rock stuff, but a lot of this stuff, the Shadows really don't sound like surf to me.
63. It was on its way out. Like it was.
Nah,
moving.
66 was the end. When Hendrix came around, that pretty much did it. So there's surf all the way up to 66.
Oh yeah, the Beach Boys kept going with it, so.
Yeah.
Pet Sounds changed it all.
Yeah, Pet Sounds, they abandoned it by then. All right, so this came out in 62. This was on the album Out of the Shadows. This is written by the band. We've got a lot of Western theme here, so everyone's mentioned that before, so we've got more. So if you dig it, here it is. I feel like I'm in a wagon train on the prairie. Damn it, Jeff. Okay.
Well, I should have been doing the show downstairs on my 1860s sofa.
You should have. Yeah, Jimmy said never hear surf music again off Already Experienced yet. Kimba, how are you? Wagon train. The Elder of Rock, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, go Bucks. I knew we were going to win. How could we not win? If you look at Michigan and how where they were ranked. Because, Ohio State, though, when they start out of the gate, it's always questionable. But then the second half, they always dominate. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We're just celebrating the music of the Shadows, and we're going to keep going. Now we're changing records. Now we're in 1964, so the Beatles have already hit. This track, Temptation. Angie, you picked this track. What is it about it that you wanted to share with the class?
So I recently interviewed Brinsley Schwartz, and this is one of his favorite Shadows instrumentals.
All right. So what more can you say? All right. Let's see. Now, I thought, was this on a... Well, they did the instrumental version, but wasn't this on a Cliff Richard album originally? I can't remember. I think it was.
I don't know that much about Cliff Richard's music besides Move It. Like, that one really is like the song that John Lennon said there was nothing worth listening to in Britain until that song came out.
Does anybody know in the chat if the Shadows did a version of this track with Cliff Richard? I think there's vocals with Cliff Richard. Someone may know in the chat. I think I might have read something about it. I can't remember. But anyway,
it's a cover of a Bing Crosby song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Tells you what I know. All right, let's listen to it. It's pretty cool. So, all right, here we go. I'm not much of a Bing Crosby guy. I better brush up on it. Don't let the looks deceive you, Webb. Yeah. Yeah, the listening party tonight at 8 p.m. there's no theme. So don't let the thumbnails deceive you. I just thought I would, on those thumbnails, I thought I would try to make it look like a vintage beer ad from the 50s. That's the only thing that I was trying to do. The thumbnails had me it's just, I got to be creative on this stuff. So I just tried to make them look like a beer ad from the 50s, Tia. That's all. Mm-hmm. What's Elder talking about? Kiss? What are you talking about, Elder? What Kiss album? I missed it. All Martin Denny tracks. Well, I've done lounge. I haven't done one in a long time, but I used to do lounge listening parties, so it would be all lounge music. I just haven't done any for a while. I'll do one eventually.
Didn't Martin Denny do the song Firecracker, and that was covered by YMO?
Possibly. Again, a lot of those Martin Denny, he had such a vast catalog. I can't keep track of all that stuff.
Yeah, he did that song. Yeah, he did Firecracker.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you, DC. I appreciate it. Oh, it's music from the Elder. Okay. All right. I love music from the Elder. All right, here we go. Sorry, we were on a tangent there for a moment. We're going to go and play Atlantis, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is off Surfing with the Shadows 1963.
Peaked at number 2
Peaked at number 2 in the UK. It was released in 63 as a single. It was certified silver. So this may sound a little bit surfy, you know. A lot of these ventures, God, why do I keep calling them the ventures? Damn it. A lot of these shadows, you know, they group them into the surfing thing, but they're not really surf songs. So, all right, here we go. Atlantis, everybody. Yeah, see, that's not surfy at all.
It's trying to go down that Wonderful Land route, but it's not as good as Wonderful Land.
Yvonne, I use Adobe InDesign and Adobe Photoshop for the thumbnails.
Yeah, this is a completely different song from Donovan.
So we got some strings on here. We've got some female backing vocals. More bright and beachy than surfy. Right, Kimba?
Brighton Beach, which one though? Australia or UK? I think the both.
I do like this song though. I like the way it sounds.
The drums.
This sounds like more Hawaiian than anything.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to go to Hawaii again.
It's
so
kind of
bad.
Hawaiian. The Elder. Is this yacht rock before there was yacht rock? Possibly. I wouldn't say that's surfy, but I like it. It's much more Hawaiian. I'm going to stick with Hawaiian. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We're going to keep going. We'll go an hour. We've got a couple more tracks to play. Up next is the track. Now we're in 1965. So the track Stingray. Angie, you want to mention anything about that?
But, you know, the Beatles, they were on the top, so hard to compete with that. And then all the other new acts. By 1965, the whole music scene just looks so different from 1960.
Yeah, so, you know, as things were changing, you know, people's taste changed. Let's play Stingray. Let's see. I want to know what you think of this track. It's a little bit, I like it, but, you know, when you look at what the Beatles were doing in 65, I mean, okay, you know what I mean.
Hey, that was a full guitar.
Bass.
I didn't know they had fuzz. Like, that's insane.
That's a 6-string bass.
Oh, thank you.
God, what's that? Oh my God. sounds like a 6-string bass. Bass in the clubs in 65, you were getting the ladies. Yeah, that's too low for a regular guitar. I think that's 6-string bass. Hell, it might just be bass.
Yeah, now I want to learn this. But I don't, my bass skills are non-existent.
Yeah, well, I'd go same with you. I like it. I dig it. But, you know, if you think about this, Angie, 1965, you know, and the Beatles are doing Nowhere Man and stuff like that, I'm just saying.
This just sounds like more of the same old stuff, but I still like it. But yeah, I mean, how can you compete with the Beatles? How can you compete with
You
the
can
Who?
at
How
this
can you
point.
compete with the Stones or Yardbirds, Kinks? Who else?
Dennis is coming in and says, as far as guitar sound innovations, the Shadows may have been ahead of the Ventures and out surf bands like the Astronauts. Possibly. But if you listen to a lot of that Adventure stuff, because Angie and I
There's a
did
lot
an
of
Adventure
fuzz.
show already.
There's tons of fuzz, and they were doing it as far back as like '62 with the 2,000-pound B.
Yeah, so that was like one of the first instances recorded on tape with the fuzz box. So I'm not sure if the Shadows were more innovative than the Ventures. I don't know.
Picture this rainbow because it's incredible. Don't mind me, I'm getting a picture of a rainbow.
That's all right. Super Zappa, you can't dance to Nowhere Man, though. Yes, you could still dance to Stingray. All right, let's keep going. We're 58 minutes in. We can still get a couple more songs in. We are going to go with the track Shindig. Again, we're kind of going backwards. This came out in 1963. This was a single. Well, actually, I think this was 65. Maybe I got my... yeah, this was 65. This was the B-side to Alice in Sunderland. Peaked at number 19. All right. So disregard 1963.
Play on
I don't
words.
know.
A lot of these British groups loved a wordplay.
They did. All right, let's play Shindig, everybody.
I'll see it here in England because a lot of shops have like wordplay in their names.
All right, kids, we want to hear from you. We're at 59. Yeah, we can crank this out. Shindig, everybody.
I have to figure out who's next. Who do we do next?
David, that's a good... I don't know. Was Link Ray really known that well in the UK then? I
Something
don't
was
know.
banned. That was the one whose number was banned.
Okay. Temptation was sung by Cliff with the Shadows on Spotify. Thank you, Bob. Just melting in with the psychedelia behind her.
Yeah, I made this background. I used the was doing, and then I edited that.
Very nice. Jimmy loves Rumble. they coexisted about the same time. Ventures put out some stuff in the late 50s. I do know that.
Great way to end the show.
What a way to great, and yeah, phenomenal. But you know, you look at it by 65, the Shadows were probably going, you know, with all the Beatles stuff. No one, but they were able to go to 68. We didn't play any of that later stuff, but go out and check that out on your own. So, Neil Young was influenced by Link Wray. I think a lot of people were. Think about Link Wray, how heavy that was. Rumble back in the day. That is where heavy metal started, kids. You can quote me. Yvonne, thanks for the show. Going over to Rachel's Ghost TV show now. All right, Yvonne, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Kimba, thanks for coming. Here we go. Kimba has a question for Angie.
Have I read that? No, I have not read Rock Mysteries. I'm wondering if it's something that's like true crime related. It does sound like it could be, and there's tons of those.
All right, cool. Thanks, Ken. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for tuning in.
DC, always a good way to start the Sunday. Yeah. I don't know. All right, Angie, you know, we always end this show. What are we doing in 2 weeks? Are we doing one in 2 weeks? Are you still good?
Yeah, I want to do it in 2 weeks. Let's see what we're thinking. I looked on your channel. I haven't seen too much birds content.
We could do the birds. I love the birds.
Yes.
All right. There you go. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. We just come up with the content right at the end of the show. Angie will be back in 2 weeks. We will be doing the birds. So tune in. Please like, subscribe. Go over and check out Angie's blog. Please buy her book. The links are down below. Give her some love.
Yes, I do. I have a copy right here.
All right. There it is.
This is the hardcover. That's still available on Amazon. I think it's on sale on Amazon or wherever. So you can get this pretty cheap. At one point, you get this for like $5, which is like basically stealing from me, but that's okay. I also have some signed paperbacks available. If you live in the EU, if you live in the European Union, I'm going to Ireland in the middle of this month, December, and a couple weeks I'll be there. And I can post them from Ireland. You don't have to worry about GPSR. You don't have to worry about VAT or anything. You'll just have it sent to you and it'll be great. So just 15 pounds and that's all. So if you just send me a message on my Instagram, which is Angie Michelle Moon, or if you go on my website, I have a contact me box. You can go there. It's my website is crazyonclassicrock.com. Or if you just look up on Google, the diversity of classic rock, you should be able to find me.
All right, cool. Angie Moon, ladies and gentlemen, show her some love. Anyway, Elder, listening party tonight, everybody, 8 p.m. Eastern time. There is no theme, so disregard the thumbnail. Looks like we're stuck in the 50s, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I'm still putting it together.
Music. There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, in the later half of the decade.
13th floor elevators. Okay, Super Zapper. That would be great. But we cannot play 13th floor elevators. We could play it live, but we'd have to take the show down because it's all that stuff is blocked. You would get they just pull the show. So probably ought to avoid 13th floor elevators. So I don't know why. You just can't play it. So it's weird.
Birds should be okay, right?
What? Birds are fine.
Birds. Awesome.
Yeah, I've played birds before. Birds, no big deal. But 13th floor elevators? Really? It just doesn't make sense.
It just seems like, because they're not like super big, like, you know, they're not an A-list band. So it's kind of like insane that you would hide your music. Like, it's kind of like what I feel about like Japanese city pop artists. So many of them just don't put their stuff on streaming services because Japan's so obsessed with physical media, which is great. But then it's like, it limits your reach, especially like these, you know, city pop musicians are getting so big outside of Japan. I mean, I love city pop. Like, I went to Japan specifically to look for city pop vinyls.
Wow. I don't get it. There's some kind of, I don't know who owns the rights to 13th floor elevators. They don't want you playing it. So I don't know, because every time I've done a listening party, like I've done like a late 60s listening party, I've thrown on 13th Floor Elevators, and damn it, it always comes back and they block the video. And it's because of that song. Or
Do you
a
ever have
track
to
by
just cut it
them.
up and then just cut it out and then just put
Yeah, well, I cut it out and then I put it back up. But yeah, it's a drag. I don't want to cut anything out of a show, but it is what it is. All right. 2 weeks, the Birds. Angie Moon, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. We will see you next week. See you tonight at 8 o'clock. All right, everybody. There you go. Peace.